All opinions are those of the participants making them and are not an endorsement of any position, program, religion, or political affiliation. DFG's Corner is for information, observation, and entertainment. I ask that you comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Exactly.
Prior to voting rights and civil rights, people were desperate at that time.
But
And
there was
now
a
it
lot
seems
more
like that's
mutual
coming
aid.
full circle.
Right. There was a lot of mutual aid back then when our people might not have had it all, but we had what we had, everybody shared. We got away from that, but that's because our position was better. So we thought we didn't need each other as much. And now over the last 10 years, you see what it is. You see the not the mess up, but you see the how we got more individualistic, and now we need each other,
Right.
and those are the big things. Those are the big things that we have to look at and say, how do we get there from here? And that's kind of what I was asking. So how do we get there? I don't have any of the answers. I have ideas, but knowing what we've seen so far in only a month and a half, not even a month and a half.
Right. Hey, DFG,
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up something I heard today since we're rolling about the shopping black, because guy on Roland Martin was just talking just before we logged on the show. He was talking about
Hello? What happened?
the whole not shopping thing,
Right.
and pretty much what you said is okay. So we're not shopping them. So who we shopping? There's
Yeah,
there's
I
not
got
enough
on
for
late
us.
because I don't know what was
There's
going
not
on.
enough for us. So what he's saying is, you got a business here, you got a business here. We can't get out of this crab pot mentality of pulling our brothers down instead of pushing each other up. And that's what we have to change. He said we got to get out of that mode of, we know we need it. We know we need to put our money back into ourselves, put our money back into our community. It has to, we have to do it, but we need to figure out how we're going to do it. Like you said before, we were doing it. I mean, it was being done. There was thriving Black communities. There was thriving Black towns. There was, and then all of a sudden they pull us down, and then we start pulling each other down. We got to learn to help each other up. Um, he was saying that, you got a business here, you got a business here. Let's connect them businesses. Let's pull our resources and buy a bigger place, or buy a shopping center, or we just don't have that. We need to figure out how we could do that.
Definitely. I agree. I don't think of the people I see in this room right now, I don't think you get one person that even remotely looks like they're gonna say no. Um, but I will say this. Um, it's the work has got to be done. The work has got to be done, and that's you know a lot of times we talk a lot, but now it's time to get active. If not for you, do it for your progeny, do it for your family. That way you're not worried about, because we gotta stop worrying about other folks. We gotta worry about us. And I know I've been running, I've been dominating the show, and I appreciate everybody that came on tonight and joined us tonight. This was a big night, like a Martin family reunion. But before I go, I'm gonna cut it a little bit short. I said I haven't. I was a little under the weather today, and I don't know if y'all hear it, but it's one of those things you gotta kind of know when to power down. So before we go, I just want to thank everybody out there in TikTok land, in YouTube land, in Facebook land, and in Instagram land. I want to thank all of y'all for coming on, paying attention. Hopefully, we get some likes, some likes, some subscribes, comment. I'll put the stuff in there, and I'm going to ask all of my co-hosts to say something before we go. Starting with Miss Bean. What's up, Beanie girl? I guess Bean.
I'm
Oh,
having yeah, I'm sorry. I'm having technical difficulties with my phone this week, so I apologize again. I apologize for hopping on late. Again, I'm having technical difficulties with my phone. Um, thank y'all for coming Yeah, like, subscribe, and join every Tuesday at 8:30. That's all I have to say. Love y'all.
Thank you. Apple. Apple must be Apple must be doing something.
No, I was having technical difficulties just now myself. I didn't jump in because I do live in an urban area. I mean, it's a little diverse, but I just wanted to say this. Y'all were complaining about the prices of eggs in your individual neighborhoods. The price of a dozen of eggs in my neighborhood is $10, and the 18 eggs are $19.98. When I say I don't exactly live in a food desert, but the price gouging is ridiculous. And for those of you that, those of us that can't get around because it could be any reason to go to, different neighborhoods to shop, the price disparity is really ridiculous. And I think they do it in order to control us, to keep us down, to keep us sick, to keep us dependent, And I know I should have said this German show, and it's kind of the end, but I just wanted to get that out there. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I really enjoyed this topic, and I hope to see everyone again next week.
And finally, go on, Chocolate Pearl.
All right, y'all. This was a wonderful show, and I want to thank my entire family that showed up on here. Yeah, woo, woo. And I appreciate everybody. This was a wonderful show. I'm glad we was able to talk about our different neighborhoods and the effects of our grocery shopping as well as the economy. And I appreciate everyone putting in their 2 cents, sometimes 10, and I appreciate every dime that you put in. I thank y'all for joining us. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and come back next week at 8:30 on Tuesdays, like Beanie stated. We have different topics. Some are just plain old, let's talk about family, and some of them is really deep, and let's talk about the economy and the world that's going on and the next 4 years that's coming up that we're going to have to survive through. But I want to thank you once again for joining us, and thank you, Dabs, for putting in that subject this week. I appreciate his 2 cents.
Definitely. And I would like to thank my usual. I like to thank my usual gang, my usual supporters who without them I wouldn't be as popular as I am. Miss Kim, Miss Andreen, Miss Nikki over on YouTube Live. Also, we're missing Big Al. He's usually here. He must be doing his thing. But
I was wondering why he wasn't on. I was looking.
that next time I'll put out the search party. But thank you, everybody. And as I like to say, never make love by the garden gate. Though love is blind, the neighbors ain't. Thanks for watching. This is the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, Rolls-Royce saying, never make love by the garden gate. Though love is blind, the neighbors ain't.